Boom. Boom. And you? Boom. And a boom. That's kind of crazy for a jellyfish to explode, if you think about it. Are there any animals in the animal kingdom that explode in real? Any exploders? Can't think of any. Snails explode? Some bugs? Whales when they're beached up and dead. I mean, like, as a evolutionary type of, you know, strategy, not just because they die and they build up a lot of, you know, gas in their bodies. Combust in panic? Me? Oh, that's you. You combust in panic. Yeah, it seems counterintuitive to explode as a survival instinct. That's what I thought. But it might just be like here's an example. Like, maybe if you're in an ant or a... Yeah, exactly. An ant or like a bee in a hive or something like that. And a predator is attacking your colony. And it has you in its jaws. What if, as a like last ditch resort, you sacrifice your life to use your ultimate attack, you explode, and then that sort of, you know, damages the attacker, and that helps the rest of the colony survive, you know? So I guess certain ants do that. Oh, interesting. Very interesting. Explosive termites. Sea cucumbers spit out their innards when threatened, which is kind of like an explosion. Why do they do that? Why would they do that? Is that their attack? I thought that was just how they feed, actually. Because there's animals that just like spill out their insides and then suck them back in, and that's how they feed. Bombardier beetles have explosive fluid. Ooh. Yeah, the ant lore is deep. You like nature documentaries? I like a lot of documentaries. Nature documentaries, usually the best type. I haven't seen a good one for a while. You know, I've actually never seen the Planet Earth documentaries in full. I only seen like YouTube clips. I want to sit down and watch those at some point because they're very good. You like to go to the zoo? I love going to the zoo and the aquarium too. Pearlfish and sea cucumber, they live and feed off the sea cucumber's anus. Yeah, I heard about that. It's like a pest rather than a symbiotic relationship. Yeah. It just like digs and lives inside the cucumber, using him as like a house and also as a food source, right? There's also, what's the one that like replaces the fish's tongue? That one's kind of scary. It's like a bug that gets in a fish's mouth and then eats its tongue and then replaces its tongue. Yeah. That sounds like a stand user. There was a stand that was very similar to that, actually. I feel like there was a number of stands that were kind of similar to that in some way. There's the stand that like makes it so that everything you say is like a lie, or it's like the opposite rather. But I feel like there was another one that was kind of close to that as well. Hagfish? Hagfish is a real fish. I don't think I caught a hagfish here. The thing is, I don't think hagfish is actually a fish. It's more like a... I don't know, actually. What is a hagfish? It's more like an eel or something like that, right? I think it's like some kind of ancient animal. That's not really a fish or an eel. You can eat hagfishes, right? You can eat them. I eat them. It's more like a hag than a fish, some would say. You can eat anything, but sometimes you can only eat it once and then you die. That means you can't eat it. You know what I mean? Nanda sono sakana? Shiranai na. Shiranee sakana da na. Killed him. It is a flounder. I think it is like meant to be some kind of flatfish, right? Isn't it? It's hard to tell actually from the sprite art or whatever, but it looks like some kind of flatfish, right? Can you imagine living the rest of your life sideways? I not only imagine, I aspire. I can imagine Sonny as a sunfish. Lamel, it fits you so much. Thank you. That's maybe the nicest thing someone's ever said about me. Thank you so much. I think I would make a very good sunfish. Just chilling. Just drifting through the ocean, being really large and slow and hard all the time. You know what? That kind of perfectly describes me, honestly. Sunfish taste good, I've heard. I hope so. I'm sure sunfish contribute a lot to society. I think they do, actually. Most of sunfish is just cartilage. Man, he should be made of 100% flesh. That's what I think. He should be more edible. I want to ride the beluga, yes. Oh. Oh, hells yes. This is awesome. Beluga! He's so nice. I love beluga. I wanted to grab more of those cuttlefish because I love them. Did you guys know that cuttlefish are my favorite sea creature? Maybe my favorite animal. So koalas were your favorite animals? Look, you're gonna have to try harder than that if you're trying to troll me. Okay? You need to spend another 5 years under the bridge. I was so pleasantly woken up this morning by the sound of the kookaburras. I do hear them from time to time, especially in the morning. It's a beautiful sound they make. It's a native Australian bird. It's a kingfisher, which means they mostly feed on fish, if you couldn't guess from the name. Kookaburra. But I think they eat other stuff too. Yeah, it's a really pleasant noise to wake up to in the morning. They're kind of like the Australian version of a rooster in some ways, because they usually call very loudly in the morning. Sometimes in the afternoon too. But you know what? It's a pleasant reminder of the beautiful nature that we have in Australia. Australia is not perfect, and there's a lot of things I'm, you know, not that happy about with living in Australia. But we have some very beautiful wildlife. So, I like to wake up to the sound of the kookaburras. Kids, what's going on?
Well, we were playing ball outside the village when a megamouth shark suddenly appeared. It swallowed our ball. Sniff.
Megamouth? You mean the huge?
Yes, can you go get it back for us, human?
It looked really scary. I've killed these things like 20 times at this point. What are these kids doing? What is this diver talking about?
Wow, thank you so much, human.
Oh, it's so hard to refuse children. I know.